Ooh, I like this. You can keep the Healing Mystic there, but going second, I think you just really like having Silverguard Knight. Oh, there's no thanks emote? Rip. This doesn't tell me too much about what's actually in that deck. I'm gonna play the Silverguard Knight here. There's the world of, like, move here, Snow Chaser, attack, cryo, take center is, like, the worst punish for this opening gambit. But going second, there's always incredibly specific punishes to your opening, and you just have to pick one. Sometimes you just have to pick one. Because if you go for the ultra safe openers that play around everything, you just fall too far behind. Ooh. Snow Chaser's very aggressive. I've got double Dancing Blades coming up, so I think I'm okay. I'm about to take a lot of damage, though. But I just have to kind of stay on top of my opponent's idea here. Keep him from snowballing too hard, we should be fine. 4 mana means that we're 1 turn away from Glacial Elemental Bone Chill Barrier to wipe. So getting my pressure down this turn is key, so that I can break this artifact, I can try to clear their board, and hopefully we don't fall down the rabbit hole of I play a unit, I get hailstoned, I play a unit, I get hailstoned. If it's the current sauce, it's turn 5 Lady Lock, turn 6 Jacks, turn 7 all champ cleared, all non-cleared Jacks into 3 damage range attackers to clear to provoke units that couldn't respond. Yeah. That's really good for me. Yeah, I just gotta go for it. Dancing Blades. What do you think about going and summoning diagonally in player 2 turn 1? Player 2, going like this and summoning here. That's a very specific defensive opener. Like, if you've got a really good 4-drop in hand, then it's very fine. It's easy to take that that line. Depending on what your opponent's faction is, however, it can backfire. If your opponent walks forward and plays a 2-drop here, and then they can ramp to 4, and then walk forward and play like a 3-drop here, and then a 2-drop here, it might be too much pressure. Like, versus Lyonar, that's perhaps a bit too defensive of an opening. Or like versus Vitruvian, if they can get like a Pyromancer set up or like a double Obelisk set up, it's pretty bad. But like if you're Magmar and you've got a Plasma Storm in hand, you can take the diagonal up here opener. I can do Dancing... Oh, I don't have enough for Dancing Blades Lasting Judgment. I think I just Dancing Blades anyway and walk away. The trick is just to not take damage, right? Next turn I have Bright Moss Golem into Windblade Adept. Some answer cards. I think I don't need the second Dancing Blades. I'm looking for Tempest. Yeah, this'll do. Then my opponent's got 4, 5, 6 to clear this Dancing Blades, and then 6 mana to do whatever. This positioning lets me threaten Jaxies in the corner, the mini Jaxes. And if they don't do something immensely threatening here, like Lady Lock into a bunch of walls or Jack's True Sight, then I'll just summon Bright Moss Golem, Windblade Adept, and start threatening my own win condition. Yikes! Okay. You can attack first and then equip the Snowpiercer. So you save a charge on it. They just wanted the 1 damage. Got Lasting Judgment here, which is okay. I just got to keep replacing, looking for like Tempest and stuff to deal with Jack's True Sight or like a big wall turn. The Holy Immolation is going to be really important as well. Summon it like this. Windblade Adept is protected from Dancing Blades this way. The Hailstone Prison is still a little bit sus. but as long as I can keep throwing big bodies in the way and Vanar has to keep smorking into them, then I should be fine. Hailstone weird. Hailstone very weird. You Hailstone first so Fenrir can go here. I guess they have another Dancing Blade. Yeah. This is just the good stuff Vanar deck. Doesn't look like they're doing anything particularly fancy. I've got Healing Mystic, Holy Immolation. Hailstone Golem, Holy Immolation. I think I still die, though. It's better to do, actually, Healing Mystic, Holy Immolation, Lasting Judgment. Because now I die to Chromatic Cold and Razorback. So, definitely a misplay there. I have plus 4 HP. With a slightly less resilient unit in play. But I think at this point, I kind of need to play the Hailstone Golem so that I can threaten Divine Bond as a lethal. Because if I just keep playing small stuff, my opponent's just going to keep trading, especially with this Fenrir War Master. But looks like my opponent's not killing me, so... Oh no. Okay, so let's replace you. War Surge. So we martyrdom the Snow Chaser. My opponent heals for 1. They go up to 9. And then we do 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, then we do War Surge, Lasting Judgment, Primus Fist. And that should be lethal. Yes, indeed! We just performed mathematics. Yes, that was a lethal. That's a good old-fashioned Duelyst lethal right there. And who knows, if my opponent, like, maybe replaced instead of developing, or found a different card when they replaced, I should have died there. I'm very unfavored that game, 100%.
Lyonar.
Didn't respect the 8 damage, 3 to 4 card combo. The hero powers were just too hard to balance. If they added them to the game, they would have to rework Warbird, Heartseekers, and Ripper Eggs would all have to go. And also, the hero powers weren't added in the base set. So in this particular card pool, they would all be broken. Everybody would just play Ragnarok. I'm going to keep Lasting Judgment to beat Blood Moon Priestess, but very unlikely that's actually what this deck is. Scarzig, how you doing, brother? Long time. I'm serious. They're impossible to balance. And I'm totally fine with everybody not having Bloodbound spells if I don't have to play around Heartseekers and Warbird and Ripper Eggs for the rest of time. For real, for real. Since I have a 4-drop, I'm going to just deny this mana to my opponent, especially because of Wraithling Swarm. Can they nerf Flash Mechanter and never reprint Warbeast? Glad to see you're playing again? Oh, absolutely. I'm so happy to be back in it again. I'm glad that you could swing around to the stream. Exactly. They'd have to come up with completely new ones. The other thing as well is that are you going to have 1 mana floated all the time to even use it? You know what I mean? Not only do they have to be, like, balanced, they also have to be worth using. Because the Bloodbound spells were added as a way to just have a way to fill out your curve because you were going to be underplaying a lot to save your card resources. And it was a way to do something that affected the board without taking a card to make up for the 2-draw. So it kind of just becomes obsolete, right? To need a 1 mana thing. And to be fair, I think that those powers could be introduced at, like, if they attach them to a spell or a unit that maybe gave you 1 or 2 charges of your hero power. Could be kind of cool. I said I was keeping this for Priestess. Do I get bullied by Soul Shatter Pact? Or Soul Shatter Pact is a little bit rough. I'm at full HP, though. Yeah, the ability for them to use it to facilitate a certain archetype was very nice. I do agree with that. Damn, Double Horn of the Forsaken is very spooky. I replaced the Tempest because I didn't know it was like this swarmy of a deck. I just had the Lasting Judgment as a failsafe. So I'm just going to clear the Wraithlings and chill. Exactly. There are pros and cons. And with, again, the power of hindsight, the Duelyst 2 devs don't need to worry about having to be forced to go to 1 draw. Duelyst 1 had to go to 1 draw because there just wasn't another way. Oh my god, the Shadow Dancer. I've got 2-drop Holy Immolation, though, so they kind of hinted. I wonder if they could have positioned this any better. If there was a way to actually play around it, and I don't think there was. Let's see, next turn we're on 7, so we've got 4, 5, 6, or 5, 6, 7, so we don't need this. Swarm Abyssian, I think, is potentially in a good spot. It was always kind of mediocre, though, until, like, way later in the game, where they had to print tons and tons of support for it, because it was always worth it to run AoE. Especially because Tempest deals face damage, and you needed AoE anyway to deal with Jack's True Sight, which was just such a snowball-y win condition. They could have moved 1 drop 2 squares west to place the unit instead of 2 squares north. Yeah. I think they could have played it out of range. But sometimes you just don't see those really, like, long shot diagonals. I'm gonna do like this. I think Swarm is much harder to play than current Control Abyssian in this meta. It should be in a good spot as a deck. I feel like it is, yeah. Sometimes your opponent just has the deck that you can't beat. When you queue into Magmar and you're just like, okay, I guess I lose. And I think that also Swarm is very punishing for your opponent, right? If your opponent misplays or doesn't know exactly how much damage output you're truly capable of doing, you can steal games off of them. And I'm being very respectful of these Wraithlings, right? I'm clearing the Wraithlings. I'm not swinging into the Horn of the Forsaken so that the Wraithlings are active next turn for synergy. I'm making Lark swing into my stuff to proc the Wraithlings. Ooh, Darkfire Sacrifice. We got a change up here. Darkfire Sacrifice has been played, ladies and gentlemen. The discount from Darkfire Sacrifice carries over to the next round. I'm very excited now. So, for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 damage, we actually aren't very close to lethal. We've got a really nasty War Surge here, though. So how do I want to play this exactly? The War Surge doesn't protect the Healing Mystic. So we can just trade like this first. And then Arclight Sentinel to remove this. Then I hit with my general. Wait a minute. How did I miscalculate that? Never mind. For some reason, I thought I had mana for Ward Surge, too. Now that I'm ahead on board, the 2 Wraithlings don't matter. I'm going to pop the Horn of the Forsaken. You counted to 9 just fine, but you were at 8 mana. Oh. I've been streaming for 7 hours. You gotta forgive me. For a second, I thought that was like Silhouette Tracer. I'm like, oh my god, let's go. So remember, Lark's next unit is 2 mana less. Oh god, the Spectral Revenant. That's a lot of damage. Oh no! Another one! Another one! If my opponent hits second Blood Moon Priestess on top of these combo turns, I think that they would be, like, Based or Shadow Dancer. So we're actually lucking out here really hard. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hang on. Triple Lasting Judgment. God damn it. Be gone, Spectral Revenant! We will tolerate your foul evil no more. Then I've got my Ghetto Divine Bond right here with the Lasting Judgment. This deck just plays too much big stuff. I'm telling you, Hailstone Golem, I'm telling you. If you didn't get this card for free in the starter deck, it would 100% be on the crafting guide. I'm telling you this card is insane. 4 mana, 4/6. Okay. The positioning here is so good because they both take up the same spot. I can martyrdom my own stuff, though, so it's still lethal. We bop. We Lasting Judgment. We martyrdom. We bop. I almost miscalculated the Shadow Dancer. I forgot the Shadow Dancer actually heals. I might have inted there.